G'day mate and welcome back to Capital Mystery with me, Jenny. In our last episode, we managed to get hydrogen fuel up and running from our nuclear reactor, which means all the fuel problems on the island should be sorted. Well, after I've retrofitted a couple of vehicles. At the same time, we also finished off all the research in the tech tree, which means I can recycle that little area, get back a little bit of space, which is probably very important on... You shall not pass! So today's plan is to take restock of where we're up to, what our options are, along with do a couple of little fixes around the island, and I need to design a brand new system. I need to design an ore sorter that'll actually keep up with me. But I can't get to any of that until I ask that very important question. Of course, the very important question being, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, you didn't think it was worth your like, by all means, you can have it back. But it means you cannot get any of my tasty blueprints. As always, at the start of every episode, I like to thank those that go above and beyond, those that choose to support the channel. And today, I need to thank a couple of wonderful Patreon members. First off, I need to thank the wonderful caretaker who's taken care of me for a very, very long time and has been a wonderful Patreon member, enjoying early access to these videos. At the same time, I need to thank the wonderful UXI for also being, well, a wonderful Patreon member. Also enjoy early access to wonderful videos. The good news is, well, these guys are already both mega truckies, which means we're gonna upgrade them straight across to the hydrogen variant because, well, we've got access to hydrogen, which means I need to start burning hydrogen rather than diesel because we have a small problem that I don't have nearly enough diesel. So whilst we're here, we're just gonna pick some random trucks and hit the upgrade button as quickly as I can. And then we're going to move on to a couple of problems. So first off, we have water resources getting low. We've known about this for a long time. That is because we're sucking this dry. I have a solution, very, very simple solution, and that is we're pumping water up to the top of the plateau from this pipe. This pipe comes from down here, which, well, is fed by a full pipe of 450. The problem is the people are drinking about through, well, 250 of that water. So I need to get more water through that pipe, which is not possible. So we need to make a second pipe, which is going to come from here at height number 3 and straight across and plugged into there. So that gives me double the throughput, that being 900, which means I need to make sure I have water coming here. I have about 350, i.e. 55% water, 55% of the pipe coming through there. Plus this one is all over the place because it's a very short pipe. But we can click on here and see, okay, that's 200, that's coming from the oil refinery. That is the excess water produced by the oil refinery. Plus I have this pipe. This pipe's also coming in. It is a 200 pipe, and that's because, well, it's sucking from this particular groundwater reserve. And what we're going to do is, because the other one is empty and this one is very full, I'm just going to vastly increase the amount of water we can pump out of here. It means we're probably going to suck this one dry sooner or later, like we just sucked that one dry, but that's going to be perfectly fine because I'm not really using this water for anything else. So, with those done, when the trucks get around to building them, we need to go and solve a couple of problems. First problem I need to sort out is we have a low supply of poly still. Also had a low supply of electronics too for an awful long time. The low supply of electronics too, I did upgrade them, I did yell at them, I did make them go faster. One thing I didn't look at is we're bringing in 12 poly plus 12 poly, so a total of 24 poly, plus I'm bringing in another 24 poly. Yep, plus I'm bringing in another 24 poly, that's 48 poly. Plus I'm bringing in another 24 poly, which is more than 60 belt can provide. So we need to click some buttons and do some upgrades. Probably need to do the same with electronics at the same time, and that should get that running faster, which is going to put more stress on this poor box that's never full. The good news is we're producing, 48 poly here, plus 48 poly here. The problem is I'm fitting in on a 60 belt once again. So again, I need to just, go through and upgrade just a couple little belts, small little things, make sure that things are running the way I intend them to, and then that should solve that problem for good. All right, with that problem solved, I need to work on to my next problem. My next problem being, well, the reactors. The reactors, they're running beautifully, they're doing a great job, and I had some comments. About my water reclamation system. It's designed to run a reactor at power level 4. The problem is I have this reactor running at power level 3 and this reactor running at power level 2, and they're sharing things, they're doing all sorts of weird things, and that would lead to problems. And I was told that because we're sharing the water inputs, that this one would take priority, this one would take priority, and therefore I would get not enough water backing up the system to run all these guys at full speed. The catch is, you produce 36 hydrogen, as do you, 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 and as do you, except we can see you're backed up. You're backed up because I have a 200 pipe. So I'm producing at least 200 hydrogen. If I take 200 divided by 36, that means I already have 5.5 of these guys running flat out, which means I need to upgrade that pipe. It definitely also means I don't have a water problem. I definitely don't have a water problem, putting water back into the tank because the tank is still full. And I don't have a water problem with this creating enough water to supplement the water that we're consuming, stealing the high pressure steam to make hydrogen, also the water that I need to use to make the hydrogen. Yeah, so that should give me plenty of hydrogen. Yeah, next problem is going to be what happens when this reactor needs to slow down because that tank fills up. Well, in theory, it'll slow down. It'll automatically lower the power level. On top of that, it could use the emergency cooling. We did make sure I plugged in the emergency cooling to go to the emergency cooling system, which also goes in the water reclamation system, so it makes sure I don't actually lose any water from the system. One thing that somebody didn't do, I'm not going to mention any names here, is maybe actually plug in the water for the cooling, so you had emergency water for emergency cooling reasons. So we're going to make sure that's fixed at the same time. At the same time, because this reactor is doing so well and uses, well, this fuel is unlimited, whereas this one uses that nasty fuel, the one I don't really like to use anymore, I'd like to increase their power. You make 15 megawatts, therefore you make 30 megawatts, therefore you make 60, you make 90. My power is around about 90 at all times. So if I had this side of our power generation run from a fast-burning reactor and this side running from a normal reactor, it just means that when I needed more than 90 megawatts worth of power, well, this reactor would have to do something. So we need to make a small modification right about here on a live nuclear reactor, because how else would I do it? And that is remove those guys, take those, plug them in there, and then make sure that pipe goes into there. Also means that after they're built, I need to make sure that you are cranked up to level 3 now, and you are cranked down to level 2. Also means that I need to take this pipe from here, run this at height 1, and bring it into here, and then take you and flip you and get that part built as well. Also means that I don't need that pipe to exist anymore, which should free up that system. You're definitely plugged in, you're definitely plugged in, you're definitely plugged in, and that means that's now on the right-hand system. Also means that this reactor, even though it's running on speed number 2, always needs to be able to output that high-pressure steam somewhere, which means I need to definitely make sure one of these guys is not set to auto balance, so the steam has somewhere to go. Otherwise, bad things happen. Speaking of bad things happening, I would like to turn you... Do I turn you on auto balance? We can turn it on auto balance. It's not going to really matter. Again, I need to have one that's not on auto balance, and I can turn one on auto balance should I want to, and I think that's going to be my plan. So you're going to be in theory running at speed 3 when you decide to. You're in theory going to be running at speed 2, 1. That does 30. So that's 30, 60, 90, 120. Yeah, we're going to run you at speed 1. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need you going any faster than that. Okay, so that should solve the power problem. Cool. With the power problem solved, the hydrogen problem is also solved. This tank is full of hydrogen, which means I need to start burning hydrogen. The best way for me to start burning hydrogen is taking over these ships and getting them retrofitted, which means I need to get the pipe from here to there, which means I need to pass through this area right here. So I want to do some quick retrofits in this area. First thing I want to do is, well, I want to take the recycling system and move it out of the way. I need to be able to take the fission products after they've hit their 100 years worth of age, take them out, and then, well, recycle them over there. I also want to move this salt bucket to probably here out of my way. All right, with those two things planned out, well, you can go away. Also means that I want to cut this belt. Yep, somebody's going to have a bit of a hot items that they need to put in the back of the truck, and I want to plug that into there. Okay, with that done and that done, I want to rearrange these salt belts, which means we're going to be removing that section, that section, that section, and probably that section along with that section. Yes. All right. I want to bring this from here to here, straight over the molten glass. That makes it very easy to see what I'm doing. Also, I'm going to remove one more tile from there, and that should be us good. Okay, can I get that built? Because that's definitely in the right location. You need to go to the right. You need to disappear. And in here, I need to have a plan. Our plan is going to be, we're going to go loose lifts. We're going to make it spicy hot by raising it up one tile so it sits over the molten glass, and then we're going to connect it up to there. That should be everything I need to get salt from here moved this way up to this level, sent over here to make the core fuel that we're not really making anymore. Well, we are making. Yeah, we're definitely still making. And also fed into this guy who makes the blue fuel as a backup source when I need the backup source to run. Meanwhile, I need that bucket to go away so we can get you and hit the delete button. Cool. With that done and that done, that clears me up a little bit of space. A little bit of space, I need to do a few things. First thing is, well, this stores our fission products. Now, you're going to store up to 1,600 of them, which would be very nice, except I want more of them. I'm going to have a number of fission products that need to go somewhere, and the answer is going to be this storage. So I'm going to build this one, this one, this one, this one. I'm going to build this one first. Yeah, I'm going to build this one first. Also means that I want to get everything out of here and moved out of the way. And the answer is going to be, it needs to go into here. Can I can do this one at the same time. Can I get a flat balancer and shove that in there? No, we're just going with a direct belt for the moment. All right, can I get that built? And then as soon as that is built, can I get that upgraded? And then one more time, upgraded. Okay, with that fully upgraded, you're going to be built. Once you're built, I'm going to be, well, ticking this box. This means rather than me just outputting the white stuff, the semi-okay stuff, the stuff that we can actually recycle, we're going to output everything. And, well, I just want to mass move it from one to the other. That's going to leave me with 0 workers. Okay, we need to also solve a worker problem. Can I solve a worker problem by turning on that, please? Yeah, growth pause, please. All right, can I turn that on? And then you can be in the paused variety. That's going to put a whole lot of radiation out in the atmosphere, but that's okay. We're rapidly moving it from one to the other. Maybe none of the population will notice. We have 0 workers free, so if anybody dies off, I'm definitely going to complain about it. But once that's all moved from there to there, I should be able to rearrange this building, which is what I really need to do. I just need to have you just move just a tiny bit, the smallest amount, and then we should be good to continue. That can go away, and that building can go away. Okay, with those done, I can now remove that. Okay, so I want to have one of these guys right here. Cool, with that done, I want to have a flat balancer. I want a flat balancer there, and a flat balancer there, and I want to bring this belt into here. Then I want to play that little connection there, bring you into here, make that little connection there, and then bring that into there. With that done, I want you to prioritize going forward, you to prioritize going forward, and we're going to run everything forward. I'm going to make sure I have an alert set if you are full, because that's going to be very important for me to know. And can I pause you and pause you? We'll get you built in the meantime. And then all my shiny fuel can come over to here and get stored up. With my fuel going there to be stored up, it means I can reroute this belt through the 1 tile gap that I made at the rear. Yep, all that for 1 tile. Sheesh. All right, so with that done, that means you can keep recycling my spent fuel into, well, the good old blanket fuel, so we can make sure the fast breeding reactor stays warm. Also, we can get those fission products and they can go off to storage. But with things go to storage, I still need to recycle it. I still need to get rid of it. So I want to have a flat lift. I'm going to have a flat lift right here and a flat lift right here due to space concerns mainly. And then I want to bring this outer tile, bring this through to here, yeah, and then drop that down, run that under that truck, and also plug that one in and that one in, and also throw that one into the same belt. Okay, so this means that as our fission products become a little bit old, become a little bit tired, and finally get to the point where they can be recycled, they'll come out this belt, they'll go into this box. Once they go through this box, they go through the shredding machine. Once they go through the shredding machine, they come out recycled, and then the trucks will move them over to a grain recycling center, and that should work as a beautiful system that never has any issues. With that done, I need to find more workers. The good news is I have a small situation over here that we're no longer using. We've finished off all the research, so I don't need any of these buildings. I could leave them here for prosperity's sake, but realistically, I want them gone because they're just taking up space. You are going to be broken, so we're just going to click that button. You're also going to be broken, so I'm going to click that button. Speaking of things that are broken, I want to get rid of these boxes because we've harvested all the trees and all the wood from this area, so that can all go away as well. Cool. With that done, I can go back to my hydrogen pipe. My hydrogen pipe, which we left down here, I need to grab this, run this through to here at maximum speed, and then around to here. Once we get to here, we need to follow these pipes around to this point, raise you up to height 3, press the R button so you don't try and attach to anything else. So turn off those magnets, click you over the top so you go up to height 5, and then we're going to run you back to, well, height number 1. And then I'm going to pass you right through this system. Actually, no. I'm going to come back. We're going to keep you at height 2. Yeah, just in case I find something else I need to run through this system. Wouldn't be the first time. And then we're going to run you... Oh, and then the salt belt goes up anyway. Okay, Fine. Fine. Be like that. You can be at height 3 the whole way. Be special. Okay, we're going to bring you to here. After you get to here, I need to bring you out on top of the molten glass, which makes it very hard to see because it's a little bit shiny, and then run that underneath that bridge. Once we get under that bridge, we're going to flat, up, flat, up. We're going to run up. We're going to run over the corner of that building and then to here, and then run a dead straight line over to, well, where I already have diesel. So with you plugged into diesel, we're going to get that pipe built, and then we're going to start pumping hydrogen into our diesel, which could be a bit of a problem, except we're going to retrofit our ships. We're going to swap you across to, no, that one. Well, I clicked the part now. We're going to retrofit you across to hydrogen, which means I need to clear all the diesel out of these pipes. So first off, this pipe. Can I reverse that pipe? Can I also disconnect that pipe from there? It's not meant to go into there. Can I also disconnect that pipe from there? And then can I get this? Pass over the top to that point. I need to flip you back over so I can put that back in there. Actually remove the whole thing so it's done neatly with less supports. Okay, there to there to hook in, please. Thank you. All right, to there. We can see the ship is definitely here and it's definitely swapping over, and we want to put hydrogen in you as well. So we're going to plug this into here, and you can suck in whatever diesel you want in the meantime because you're about to go retrofit it and get turned into a hydrogen ship. So what I need to do is I need to delete all the diesel I have in these pipes. So I need to click that one. I need to click that one. I need to click that one. I need to click in there, that one. You now take hydrogen, cool. You are waiting on hydrogen to be delivered. I need to flip this over. I need to hit delete on that and delete on that. I need to delete that one. You're being retrofitted right now. Can I remove that tiny pipe in there? Because getting the diesel out of that's going to be a pain in the butt. So we're going to do that instead. All right, so dock is now set up for hydrogen. This tank is set up for hydrogen, or set up for diesel still. I need to deletes and flippy, and then deletes and undeletes. More deletes. Okay, can I swap you to hydrogen, please? All right, so you're now set up for hydrogen, and that means hydrogen can flow into there. You are running correctly and set up for hydrogen, except there's still diesel in there and diesel in there. With that diesel and that diesel being deleted, you should now be running on hydrogen. You should be running on hydrogen. One other thing I should mention is this requires 360 hydrogen per journey, whereas these guys are only 240 diesel. So we did mention this a little earlier, that diesel much more effective. Well, more fuel per unit. Yes, that's the words I'm looking for. But I do need to upgrade these pipes so we can definitely make sure the hydrogen is moving through here in a hurry. Oh, it's just going straight in the ship. Okay, because you don't have a buffer tank. You do have a buffer tank, which is full of diesel. Yeah, even though I deleted it 3 times. Okay, cool. So you're now going to load up with hydrogen. You're going to load up with hydrogen. You should be fine. You should be fine. Hydrogen's coming through here. After hydrogen gets through to here, it's going to hit this pipe. This pipe happens to have diesel in it. We're going to flip that around the other way, and then I'm going to intentionally hit delete on that one. So that one should get emptied as well. This plugs into this tank. This tank is full of diesel, which is a problem. So we're going to delete the diesel. With the diesel deleted, you should now be able to bring in hydrogen. So we're going to set you to hydrogen, and we should be good. Which also means that this pipe, this pipe I want to rearrange because I don't really want you coming off that. I'd much prefer it if you came off the main feed in. Remove. Can I get this to plug into there? And then can I get a little pipe to plug into that? And off we go. All right, so you are hydrogen. Can I get you upgraded to a big fat pipe? You're hydrogen. You're diesel, which we're going to delete. I'm going to hit the retrofit button on. I don't need to because this ship's definitely idle and doing nothing, but I'm going to retrofit it anyway. I'm also going to retrofit, and I'm going to make sure I get hydrogen over to here. With hydrogen over here, I want to delete, well, that's hydrogen. I want to delete that diesel. You should get retrofitted in just a minute. Also means I want to delete that diesel. All right. With all those changes done, I want to have this tank, which I want to copy. We're going to put a tank here, and I'm going to rip this back at least a couple of tiles, because there is one shippy, the most important shippy that you cannot run on hydrogen, and that is Mr. Shippy. So he is going to need his own supply of diesel, which we can have up and running right there. Can I hit delete on that so that gets emptied? Actually, I don't even want that pipe. Well, actually, I probably do want that pipe, but I definitely don't want to plug it into there. That's probably more accurate. Can I flippy, and can I get that plugged into there? Because eventually I'm probably going to want hydrogen to go over that way. All right, so we're running hydrogen through to this point. That's a 200 pipe. That's a 450 pipe. Can you go faster? And can you go 200? 200 is probably fine, except one thing I do want to do is those vehicles. Going to get our hydrogen fuel plant right there. Can I plug that into there and build? And I probably don't need that section. All right, deletes. So with all the diesel being deleted out of the system, we now at least have the ships running on hydrogen. Also means that I have hydrogen in this pipe, which brings it over to here, which, well, then brings it into this tank and then into, well, the vehicle depot. Problem is I need to have diesel around this area for all the other trucks that haven't been retrofitted yet. So we're going to be removing that one pipe there, which comes from our diesel from our oil refinery, and then bring that under there and into there. Okay, with that done, you can now run on diesel, which means you are not going to be running on diesel. You are going to be emptied. You're going to be disconstructed, because we're going to be swapping this guy across to hydrogen full time, which means I want that empty. And can I swap you to hydrogen as well? Can't delete on that. And can I get a hydrogen fuel station? I'm going to throw a hydrogen fuel station there. I need to have that pipe under there also emptied, please. Thank you. And you're a 200 pipe. Can I get you upgraded as well to 450? And can I get you built? We're going to give you 2 vehicles, and that should be enough to get us started. That's a fuel station, which has 2 vehicles. You know what? We'll go up to a fuel station 3, because why the hell not? And now I need to find more vehicles. So can I go to you? You can be retrofitted. Can you... Your Farragut beef is already running on hydrogen. You can be retrofitted. You can be retrofitted. You can be retrofitted. And you can be retrofitted. Okay, that's a few to start with. Now, one thing I should mention is when I'm retrofitting these guys, what they have to do is they have to come here and get scrapped. And then I need to turn a dump truck, which is 120 vehicle parts 3, into a hydrogen dump truck, which is 140 parts. So it's actually more expensive. I get a refund, don't get me wrong, you get a refund for scrapping the old ones. It's a 90% refund, I assume, like everything else that you deconstruct. But it's cost me parts, whereas the ships just have a upfront cost of, you know, whatever it costs to swap them over, you know, some steel and some mechanical parts. I think in hydrogen's case, it's electronics and steel. Heavy is the same as diesel. So yeah, it's interesting that it's a new upfront cost. Yeah, weird. All right, so that gets hydrogen all the way across the map. That gets this running. We can see the tank is emptying, which is not really what I want, but we can probably duplicate this build fairly easily. And more importantly, it's all running, and that's what I really want to see. You've been cut down to just speed number 1. You're running fine. Power's doing great, which means I can look at, well, what else do I need to sort out? I want to sort out new design. Yeah, I want to sort out new design. Okay, what I want to do is I want to cut back on coal production. Yeah, can I come to here? Can I retrofit you and retrofit you and retrofit you and retrofit you and retrofit you, and that's what I want. Unassigned. Unassigned. Retrofit you, and you. And you, it turns out. And that bucket can also finally disappear because nobody's ever going to empty it. And up, there's another one. Retrofit and unassigned. Okay, because you have 12 and 15. 12 and 15 is fine, but what I actually prefer... do I want to swap them over yet? No, I'm not going to swap over the Diggy Boys yet. But what I would like to do is I'd like to pull a few of you off coal, because coal seems to finally be sorted, and send them over here instead. Can I get them sent here? All right. You're on hydrogen. You're not on hydrogen. You can be in the future. You are on hydrogen. All right. So, one problem I've had for a long time is the iron. The iron, we're digging through iron fairly well. We're doing a good job when it comes to iron, but that's empty. That's very close to empty. Okay, you need a friend. Can I get you a friend to run exhaust out there? Can I upgrade that box? Can I see your recipe? Turns out that's important. And do I have enough naphtha in the pipes? Is that the naphtha pipe? That is the naphtha pipe. There is not enough naphtha in the pipes. Okay. Where does naphtha come from? Naphtha comes from here. Naphtha comes from here. Naphtha comes from here. Naphtha comes from here. We're producing 12, 24, 48, and you guys want to consume 24 of it. And running through a connector into the cracking that's going to use 48 of it, and you guys also use 48 of it, is definitely going to be a long-term problem. All right, before I have a long-term problem, can I have a solution? So solution is that goes away, and that goes away. Yeah, that's our solution. Can I get a transport? Can I get a pipe balancer? I'm going to put a pipe balancer here. And a pipe. Okay, so yeah. Okay, you need to plug in like that, and you need to plug in like that. Okay, so a pipe balancer that's buried all the way down there. Hang on, let's zoom in on the problem. Our pipe balancer buried all the way down here needs to. Can I click on things, game? No, I can't click on things. All right, our pipe balancer needs to currently output that way. But the important thing being, if I turn the user interface back on, all of the naphtha comes into this pipe, and it's going to prioritize towards polymer first, well, plastic first, the polymer plants, and then the excess will go to here, which this says priority in, which implies you're facing the wrong way. So I need to flip that one, and then we're now good to go, and cracking can continue as long as this pipe is full. And that means you guys should be able to continue. You should make 48 plastic. Plastic, I have no idea how much we're using, but obviously it's a substantial amount. Plastic goes into you. 12, 24, 36. Does plastic go anywhere else? No, that is the whole plastic pipe. And I was producing 24. I was producing 48. So it should have been fine. Should have been fine. All right. You guys have nothing to do. Cool. The good news is I just found you something to do, and that is please remove more of said mountain. Yeah. All right. So I've had a problem with the iron mine for a very, very long time, and the main problem is simply that I only have 2 of these guys, and 2 of these guys have an operating speed of 360. So they can only process 360 ore per month, and that is any ore. That is rock ore, dirt ore, iron ore. It's mixed ore in. And consequently, with the amount of trucks that I have servicing these 2 sorters, it's not nearly enough. So what I want to do is I want to take this system and I want to retrofit it. I want to upgrade it. I want to improve it. And I want to do it without taking the mind control tower as well. I do need a mind control tower, but I need a different mind control tower. So this is the current design we have. Now, we do remember from our previous attempt where we had the sand and the limestone, and the sand limestone that I had planned to have the limestone on one side, the sand on the other side, the rock and the dirt in the middle, because they're joined, they both output that, and then trucks come down the middle. Problem is, someone in their infinite wisdom didn't count and only has 4 tiles in the middle here, and also only has 4 tiles in the middle here, which means the big dump trucks, which need to have 5 tiles worth of space to be able to drive through anything, can't get in here to actually service, well, these buckets. So I have to come up with a new system that works better than the previous system, and the first thing I'm going to do is remove all that. Second thing I'm going to do is remove that. Third thing I'm going to do is reset this to scratch. So I want to have one that does iron, plus I need it to do rock, and I need to do dirt. Okay, then my outputs. My outputs, if I have a look, I have iron, plus I have rock, plus I have dirt. I want to have a rock over here. I want to have rock over here as well, because we're going to be outputting an awful lot of rock. And I want to have not 2 of these guys, but I want to have 4 of these guys. Now, I need to make sure I have enough spacing in the middle, enough spacing between these 2 so we can drive mega trucks down the middle, which means I need a minimum spacing of 5. We're going to go with 6, which happens to be a retaining wall in that direction and a retaining wall in that direction. And this is the quickest way I've found to count to exactly 6 and make sure I have a roadblock that's exactly 6 tiles wide. So can I paste you there and there? That way they're lined up. Can I take you and paste you here and then paste you here? Now, how many tiles do I have between you? I have 4 tiles. I think, can I put that back? I think I'm going to want a bare minimum of 5 tiles. I'm really hoping 5 tiles is enough room for me to get all the spaghetti of this to this between all of them. It's going to be a design experience. All right, so first thing I need is transports. We're going to get the easy ones done. So, well, iron goes there. Rock goes there. Iron goes probably more likely there. Okay. Dirt goes there. Rock goes there. Okay. So I need to get this rock to this side, and I need to get this dirt to this side. So that should be easy enough. All we need to do is have, and I'm going to use lifts. I'm going to intentionally use lifts because in theory, very, very loose theory, in theory, they can make the build smaller. Can I go there? Can I flip you around? Okay, so you're going to go into here, and into here, and then into there. Okay, and then this rock to there means I need to have this, and I need to have this, and you're going to go from there. Flip. Flip, flip. Okay, you're going to go to there, you're going to go to there, and you're going to go to there. All right, already I can see a problem is emerging because I need to get 2 dirts in here and I don't have a lot of space already. So, can I move? 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 I can definitely move. The question is, can I move anything helpful? All right, can I remove that? Can I remove that? Can I put you here? Can I put you here? Can I flip you? And then can I run this rock through the middle instead? And then run that to there. Okay, can I trim that? And can I run that from there to there to there to there? I don't mind having extra zigzags, even when it doesn't really make sense, because I still need an iron from here to here, twice. So, iron. Let's do iron for this side. Can I go loose lift? And if I have this at height 1, which is what I've used so far, I can't run over an existing lift, which is going to be possibly a problem. Maybe not so much for this one, but it's possibly going to be a problem for other ones. So I'm going to go intentionally to height 3 for both of these guys. And then I need one of them to get out here. I need the other one to get out here. We need to flip them both around the right way. And then in theory, it is this matter of plug you into you and you into you, and then drop that there and that there. That should be the easy part. All right, I get iron from here to here, which means again, I could use a height 1. If I use a height 1 there and a height 1 here, then it is you go to there, you go to there, done. All right, I get iron from here, stone from here to here. I need to get dirt from here all the way over there, and from here all the way over there. Dirt is starting to look like the difficult one. We can start with this dirt. No, I'll bring you to here, then around, and then into there. Yep, it's starting to get tight. Okay, so then this dirt needs to get into that dirt hole. Yep, and this rock needs to get in that rock hole. Okay, so can I do... Can I remove that? Okay, can I have you go 1 tile short? And that'll leave me room for a lift to... What? Wrong power, huh? You good? You good? You... not good. Full output. Huh? What do you mean full output? The pipe not be full. The shaft? The shaft's running at full speed. That's what you mean. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to take you off auto balance. That's my answer. I'm going to take you off auto balance too. Yeah. We'll just run this side at full speed. All right. Back to design. Okay. So, dirt from left. If I go dirt... Actually... If I go dirt there, and then I have this one go, no, to that one instead. Then I can go this one and dismount here. So you get on there, you flippy, and you go in there. I like that less. Actually, can I remove you again? Okay, can I put you there? Alright, so this dirt goes in and around and into there. And you're actually very tall. So I can go underneath that. Okay, alright, so now we got a game plan. We definitely got a game plan. Alright, can I remove that? Can I remove that? Alright, so this dirt flips and then leaves from here and goes straight across. After it goes straight across, because of how high I set up this iron, we can actually put the lift underneath, okay? If I zigzagged my zigzag here, can I just remove that? Can I go you? It means that actually I can slide this another tile in and then have you go straight. And I know somebody now is having a sigh of relief because I straighten up a belt by making a different belt crooked. Fine, it's a feature. Then we should be good. All right, so then it means this dirt can go straight underneath and then into its hole. Okay, and then that just leaves this rock. And this rock is going to be a bounce over. Okay, that doesn't plug into there. That's a problem. Is there a way to slide this up a tile? No. We're just going to accept that this goes like that. Okay, so you're going to go from there to there. You're going to go from there to there. And that's the final design. Can I chop a tile out of this? Possibly. Am I going to? No. No. I don't think it's worth the headache of trying to chop a tile out of this to make this one tile narrower. But what this is this is going to be a way for me to rapidly get a whole lot of vehicles sorting through a whole lot of material at speed. So I want to copy that first. I forgot there's no clipboard. I need a clipboard. Can I pop you here? Yes. All right. So we're going to pop you there. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove that tower. And yep, you're assigned to the new ones. And that tower. Cool. With those two towers removed, I need to have it assigned to a tower. Yep. As long as you're assigned to a tower, that means people won't come over here and rapidly. No, I need to have this tower. This tower. Can I have that assigned to here? And can I remove that one? All right. I need to have something assigned to him. That way, the whole map doesn't try to rapidly come over here and fill up these two sorters. Because I want them empty. I want them to finish processing what I have in them, preferably. And what I want to do is, move everything from here to here. And just have everybody start using the new system. So we're going to hit delete on this. We're going to hit that button. And all that iron ore went somewhere. And then if I empty that, that means you can process what's in you. You can process what's in you. That can rapidly come across here. This has, all four of you have your own input, and they're all 450 belts, which means I can potentially put well, they only have a max processor speed of 360, which means I can potentially put 1,400, 1,500 material into these every single month. Somebody just came and went and used these buckets, which I want to stop. I'm going to stop that by doing that. Okay. Can I also disconnect that and disconnect that? And I want you to be emptied. And remove. Yeah, I have no idea where that's going to go. All right, so what I want to do is I want to plug that in straight away. I want to make sure that's plugged in, and we're going to want another bridge around about here-ish. And we're going to take this one and plug this straight into the Great Rock Dump Belt as well. And then they both have an exit. We have enough room for vehicles to drive down the middle. We have enough room for vehicles to drive in here. Also means when we get random stuff, trash, absolute trash that we need to put somewhere, I can... Storage. I can do this. And you can output trash there. Also, I can put a second one here that can also output trash. So, I have 2 spots where I can definitely dump weird things, like if we find literal rubbish again, we have somewhere to dump it. That's going to get emptied. And not enough workers. Not enough workers means I need to do one of these. Also, I think we have population pause. We have population pause on, which means in the next episode, I need to look at, well, upgrading the town, doing some things with the town. Also, possibly some major retrofits. Now we have a system where I can do a whole lot of terraforming and get the materials sorted in a hurry. Maybe it's time for a very large retrofit. But either way, I'm going to leave this particular video here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you in the very next episode where hopefully nothing goes wrong. Hopefully nothing blows up. And hopefully, well, our reactor can keep up with the amount of fuel I need to produce to keep every single vehicle running full time. But with all that said and done, I'm going to call the video here. As always, like I said, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.